Good evening, Assalamu alaikum. So thank you so much everyone for presenting into this special event for third anniversary of Bangladesh Domain and Hosting Association of Bangladesh. So I'd like to special thanks to Mr. President Shahadat Hussain and of course to the all EC member and our guest Rajiv Ahmed Bhai. He is well known to all of us. I mean, our mentor, our guardian, our brother, our friends, and everything. And thank you, Rajiv Bhai. I had the opportunity to visit at last second anniversary at BDHPA. So I hope, I particularly come into this event especially for I can see all of the young entrepreneurs. So maybe the BDHPA is one of the association has kind of built with all of the young and vibrant team. So I have a message for these entrepreneurs, like it's not like the gimmick that we used to sell in all of the startup or the entrepreneurship event into the whole country, because this is very hard job. I mean, the entrepreneurship is truly hard job. There was a time we always inspire all young people, let's start something, let's start entrepreneurship startup. But I stopped telling since couple of years. After seeing a result, like there was a 400 or more than a 500 entrepreneur was there back at 2011 or 12. But now hardly we can remember 5 to 10, maximum 5 to 10 startup. So my objective is not to discouraging you. My objective is to be realistic what exactly it is. There was someone I knew for the Jadugar or IT. He was talking about the struggle at the early stage of an entrepreneurship. So every entrepreneurship into Bangladesh, they have that same struggle particularly into Bangladesh and the ICT industry. So I used to speak and for two kind of people. Number one is I do the career advocacy a lot. I mean, how to develop a career and why they have to be serious from their starting. More about the work and developing and skill, and another one is the entrepreneurship. So in the entrepreneurship and for the startup, since everyone is entrepreneur here. So like when you are planning something to be big, then you have to understand the reality of the market. Unfortunately, there are so many opportunities there into Bangladesh, but our preparation is not yet into that benchmark. I'm not talking about our startup or our entrepreneur. It's more about the policy and the required support, which is very important to establish. And unlike you, every entrepreneur, particularly into the IT, no matter they are doing software or the domain hosting or the e-commerce, everyone have the same tune and the same struggle. So for you, for the domain hosting, Rajiv Bhai was saying everything like the opportunity of the market is tremendously good. There is a millions of the companies into Bangladesh. Since we are the highly dense and highly populated country, so there has a market, but how to take this market? And I saw in Bangladesh, in most of the association, and there's so many association, of course, IT or the non-IT. The problem is we cannot be somehow united to, develop a market together. It's never happened. I don't know why. Maybe it's binded to it culturally for the thousands of years for our very narrowed mindset. We never came into the same platform. Let's develop it. Let's make a benchmark for the IT or the ITS for every sector. It didn't happen. Like you used to say, we all are the mastermind, right? যে একটা কথা বলে যে বাঙালিরা একাই 100 জনের কাজ করতে পারে কিন্তু 100 জন একাই 10 জনের কাজ করতে পারে কিন্তু 10 জন একসাথে কাজ করতে পারে না, something like this. There's a very established proverb. It is very true because I have seen, say, you will see most of the startup in the company, they do not have the co-founder. One of the biggest reason of all of the global company, they have succeeded into their startup, mostly for their 3 to 4 co-founder, right? But if you check all of the IT companies into Bangladesh, there is a very few company, they came into a kind of, they form, couple of friends or whatever, they came together and built a company. It's not possible because there is no heroism into the technology. You cannot be expert into marketing, you cannot be expert, simultaneously, you cannot be expert in marketing, finance, technology, customer service, everything is not possible. I can see there is a huge opportunity even into your market. If I talk about, like, as far I know, like it has 2.3 million small and medium companies, as you were saying, it could be 5 million. So the market is so big for you. But how about, if you try to alone by yourself to make a market, it would be really hard, because even into my experience, this is why I used to support to the BDHPA, because it's very important. Even I'm also suffering because someone else registered the company name, the domain. I can't take from him. He always gives some excuse. Even I cannot recall or remember every time unless it's came for the renewal year. So I used to pay like for the couple of years, and it's very hard. I'm always frightened, scared when I will get if I cannot reach him, because I didn't see him like for the last 4 or 5 years. So all of the risk is there. The customer and the clients understand the risk of the domain and hosting market, because I'm also suffer. I'm the victim, one of the victim of this kind of company. So if we can come together, that's the point. Like to make a policy and go to those association of the market, and if you say, like, see, these are the risks. So for our member, for the BDHP member, they must have to, register the domain directly by their owner name or the registrant name. Only the billing or administrative. So what happens is, is the reverse happening. Like they give me the administrative, the sales administrative, contract point, but the registered contract point belongs to the domain hosting company, which should have been the registered company should be my company, right? And the billing company should be say the domain hosting company who are used to managing the services. But everyone is suffering. So if you can pitch correctly to the market, like to your clients, what exactly you can add value by using your platform. Say this is why BDHP could be a wonderful platform to grow your business in the market. So when you're creating the platform and bringing them, that's if you even get registered by any international company, they don't know how many people. I can tell you how many company they know GoDaddy. Trust me. There's very few who knows about the GoDaddy, and everybody doesn't have the international card accesses as well. So how you can do to work together, like from the BDHPA, create a common platform so that the customer, the clients, they comes to BDHP. It could be a help desk, and when you are creating an awareness to your clients that you have to take it's very important, right? My company name, that for the last 8 years I'm using the same domain, the same email address belongs to every one of my clients, and if I don't get till today, I do not have that access. If I call him, like, where about my domain, please transfer me, he said it's okay, I'll transfer it. And it's usually I used to be busy, so I give him money, even I don't know his office address. This is very scary. So this is why I'm saying, like to creating this market, it's not about the only small and medium of the company. So that could be a student. Everyone could have their own domain name. It's kind of having a name of the identity, like the NID, right? Everyone should have. Like I have my own domain, like Shofiul.com or something like that. So everyone will have it. So if you consider the market size, it's huge. It's so big. Like it's not about having the domain or the hosting. It's also could be EKS can go for the managed service. So unless it's not happening, and there is like if there is 50 to 80 members together, you are member of this BDHPA. Just imagine you are creating a single platform with then kind of 30-40 companies, and you are doing the marketing from the same, could be the same platform, you are providing the best services, why they'll go for, the global services? Because our government or the policy cannot support the outward remittance. It's obviously right. So this is very hard for a client to avail an international card and purchasing any whatever is the service. It's not possible, because the possibility is, it's not possible. It's just only like there's a very few category. They could be eligible to get the USD card or the USD account. Like one of them, like the basis member. So you guys also can speak with some couple of banks after getting in legal position. So so that the BDHP member could carry cards, and the bank, I'm very sure the central bank, and as well as any commercial bank, they will come to help you. So my message is to all of these young entrepreneurs. So this is market has fully, kind of grown, I believe, for Bangladesh as well as for the internationally. It's just time to go for the action, and you cannot make it happen alone. I give the same message. I propose the same message to the basis. At the last week we had a meeting, in every area. So I given them then, see, we will be fighting with each other, which is used to happen everywhere in every association in Bangladesh, because we cannot work together. But trust me, somebody else will come to take this market. Like if you start fighting, if there is no big company, they are coming up with good services, and later on the clients or the customer, they would definitely switch for any international client, right? Or maybe you'll see after a couple of years later, the quantity or the name chief, they will come to Bangladesh to taking payments locally and services. The days will be so hard for all of the entrepreneurs. The risk of IT entrepreneurship, the opportunity is like so big, and the risk is proportionally big for all of the IT entrepreneurship. Because I'm very thankful to government, particularly they are doing so many policy for developing the IT and ITES industry, the association. But after doing all of these things, somehow we have missed a very important points. There's the entrepreneurship. Somehow we are not convinced to supporting the industry, the entrepreneur. Even it's happening including into the IT, ITS. If you see that there's so many training projects happening in Bangladesh, and I'm one of the very largest implementing partner. I myself telling to the people who are taking the decision, we are not moving into the right way to developing the industry. We must support into those entrepreneurs who is struggling. No matter where you go, no matter which kind of entrepreneurs, because the